Hi, my name is Stephanie Prieto. I'm an attorney here at the Nieves Law Firm, and today I'm going to be talking about a specific case result that I was able to acquire on a first offense DUI matter out of the county of Marin, and that specific case result is a dismissal of the entire criminal matter. Let's go over some of the basic facts with this case. There were three things that really stuck out to me when I received the police report. The first was that our client was actually found outside of the vehicle and not within the vehicle at the time that the officers pulled up on the scene and began to question her. A second set of facts that were important to the case itself and the dismissal was that she was a native Spanish speaker. And in this instance, the investigation was conducted both in English and in Spanish. And I felt that there was a lack of understanding when it came to the questioning, answering the questions, even the responses that she was giving were being attributed to her drunken state rather than her lack of understanding. And then the last issue that occurred here is that the officers saw no drunk driving, in that because she was found outside of the vehicle when they arrived, I felt that they lacked the probable cause to even continue on such a lengthy investigation and then to subsequently arrest her and go through all of the additional steps that came with this arrest. Now, in this matter, the first thing we did, of course, was acquire all of our discovery. Most importantly, I wanted to see the body camera footage that existed and MVARs, if there were any, about the encounter on that night. The reason being that I wanted to verify what actually occurred and compare it to what was in the police reports that were submitted by the officers. I felt that a lot of their observations could be counteracted by what actually happened on that body cam. And there were specific instances on this video and body-worn camera that I was able to use at a motion to suppress in order to challenge the officers' credibility during their stop and their reasoning behind their full investigation. Now, my main approach to this matter was to file a 1538.5, which is a motion to suppress, and I wanted to suppress the evidence that came out of the actual full investigation. So that included the officers' initial observations when they arrived on scene, the subsequent pre-FST questions that were done of my client. I wanted to suppress the testing that they did on scene of the FSTs that were performed on scene. And then I also wanted to suppress the PAS and the breathalyzer, the subsequent breath analysis that was conducted at the station of my client. At this 1538, I was able to challenge all of these issues. I brought up the fact that there was a lack of understanding given her native language was Spanish. I also brought up the issues that had occurred when the officers arrived, in that they indicated there were observations that they had seen when they arrived, but their body cam showed contrary to that. And then lastly, I was able to pick up on the fact that the DA themselves did not establish the sufficient burden under 1538.5 to show that this warrantless intrusion on my client was valid. There are very specific things that a DA has to go through and prove at a motion to suppress in order to find that this warrantless intrusion on my client was legally valid. In this instance, I saw that the prosecution failed to do that. And so in a strategic analysis of what was presented in court, I rested my case, and on that basis, the judge found that yes, the DA had failed to establish the foundation that was necessary to even investigate and get into the issues of probable cause for the officer, and that resulted in the dismissal of the case after some back and forth with the DA. And my client was exceptionally happy with that resolution. She went home with her license being protected. She did not have to face this matter in court anymore. She was embarrassed that she even found herself in this situation, and this dismissal really brought some peace to her. If you have any questions in regards to DUI offenses, or you are currently being charged with a DUI offense and need representation, give us a call here at the Nieves Law Firm so we can help you.